The whole rookie class brought a lot of viewers, but let's be so for real. If we're talking about making a mark, if we're talking about which rookie is really doing the do, it's Angel, bruh.
I cannot believe this. Caitlin Clark got robbed of her unanimous Rookie of the Year win. Out of 67 people, 66 were all in agreement of Caitlin Clark winning Rookie of the Year, and then there was one who decided to vote for Angel Reese.
A lot of fans, they were anticipating Caitlin Clark becoming the 6th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. Obviously, that did not come to fruition. She was just one vote shy. Were you surprised at all?
I wasn't really surprised, just because anytime you have 67 people voting on something, everyone's not going to have the same opinion. And Angel Reese, of course, had a terrific season.
How could the WNBA even let this happen? How can 66 people be in agreement, and then one person out of nowhere votes for Angel?
Who's the best player in the country?
To the media or me?
As you see it.
I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
WNBA just put the icing on the cake, admitting their agenda against Caitlin Clark after they refused to announce her as unanimous Rookie of the Year.
Congratulations, Caitlin. You are the 2024 Kia WNBA Rookie of the Year.
Caitlin had a record-breaking season, and fans cannot comprehend how someone could have voted for Angel. How can one of the WNBA boards watch the whole season and say, Reese played better, she was the best rookie?
Y'all are racist. That's why y'all don't want Angel to win.
Jason Whitlock posted this on Twitter. Fans believe it was Cheryl Swoops who voted against Caitlin Clark, sabotaging her chances of winning unanimously for only the 6th time ever.
To me, Angel may have exceeded expectations even more so than Caitlin.
I'm sure viewership from this period onwards are going to plummet even more than before. Fans weren't watching after Caitlin got knocked out of the playoffs against the Sun, and I'm sure this gives fans an even bigger reason to stop watching now.
Cheryl Swoops, all y'all other haters out there, and I'm gonna call you out, man, because it's blatantly obvious why you hating on the young lady. If she was black, man, everybody be going crazy about Caitlin Clark right now. But she not.
The WNBA hate has been so forced against Caitlin, and this has topped a season where Clark dominated, yet still didn't get the recognition she truly deserved. Hopefully that one person can be looked into, as there is no way anyone could have watched this season and said that Angel had a better season than Caitlin.
Our Rookie of the Year is going to go based on the standing.
Okay.
Because I think that is how you have the opportunity to measure impact.
And the sky's right above them.
And the Sky right now are in the playoffs, so you'd have to give the nod in my mind to Angel Reese.
Caitlin Clark's final statement to round of the season wrote, "Year 1 complete. Thank you to the many people who have supported me as I've been able to live my childhood dream. I'm filled with gratitude as I reflect on this past year of my life. See you all in year 2.
Pretty impressive for Caitlin to win Rookie of the Year in a dominant fashion when it is going to be one of the great rookie classes in the history of the league.
Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom has been full of achievements, but her latest experience with the WNBA Rookie of the Year vote represents a significant low. It's no secret to those who follow women's basketball that Caitlin Clark had an undeniably dominant rookie season 1 that most expected would be capped off by winning the Rookie of the Year award with a unanimous vote.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Look at how she always trying to throw herself into something. I mean, this is from the man perspective. We're not watching a Angel Reese game unless she's playing against Caitlin Clark. But we will watch a Caitlin Clark game without Angel Reese.
Yet, in a surprising twist, she did not receive a unanimous vote, with one dissenting ballot going to Angel Reese. For Caitlin Clark's supporters, this decision feels more like a robbery than a legitimate contest. There's no denying that Angel Reese is a talented player, but comparing her season to Caitlin Clark's is where the issue begins.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement. Targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation. There's a huge target on this kid's back. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years.
Clark's statistics, dominance, and impact throughout the season far exceeded that of any other rookie. Yet here we are, with one vote standing in her way of complete recognition.
So obvious. It's so obvious who should win the award, and when you're the one who doesn't do it, you don't deserve the vote.
It's not about undervaluing Reese's contributions. It's about looking at the facts objectively. Caitlin Clark's rookie year was nothing short of extraordinary. Fans were left bewildered when they heard about the vote for Reese, asking themselves, what exactly did she do that topped Clark's season? It seems that for some, the vote for Angel Reese wasn't based on performance alone, but rather personal preferences or biases. Speculation has run rampant that it was Cheryl Swoops who cast the lone vote for Reese. Whether or not that's true, the idea that someone intentionally denied Clark unanimous recognition just doesn't sit right with most fans. The frustration surrounding this decision speaks to a larger issue: the politics and biases that exist within the WNBA and how those forces may have worked against Caitlin Clark.
And I heard you gave me my flowers. Oh, I'm gonna cry. To you, one, because you deserve it.
Thank you.
As a Black woman, to watch you walk in your truth, regardless of what everybody says, how they feel. Perfect name for this podcast. I love how you just keep proving them wrong. You just keep being you. You're just so beautiful while you do it.
Thank you.
And I'm just so proud of you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you your flowers.
This isn't the first time Caitlin Clark has been denied her due recognition. For some reason, the WNBA has continually seemed hesitant to fully embrace her despite her clear superstar potential. Whether it's about under-promoting her or not giving her the media attention she deserves. Fans have been vocal about this, especially after the Rookie of the Year vote. The vote feels like the culmination of a season where Clark's success was downplayed or overshadowed by others. When you look at the numbers and watch her games, it's obvious that Clark was the standout rookie. But still, she was robbed of her unanimous moment once again, leaving her fans and supporters feeling that the WNBA is deliberately holding her back.
Who's the second best player in the country?
Either Caitlin Clark or Leah Boston.
One of the most frustrating aspects of this situation is the recurring nature of it. How many times can one player be denied their rightful recognition before people start to question the system itself? For Caitlin Clark, the Rookie of the Year vote is just another example of how she's been treated unfairly by the league. And it's left many wondering whether there's something more going on behind the scenes. For any rookie, winning the Rookie of the Year award is a monumental achievement. But to win it unanimously, that's something special.
So if I am Rookie of the Year, God, thank you. If I'm not, back to the drawing board, and I just want to win.
Caitlin Clark was on the verge of making history with a unanimous vote, and that recognition would have been a testament to her outstanding season. Instead, one vote has taken away that moment, and the implications of that decision extend beyond just an award.
I'm just going to point out the obvious and ask the question for you. Who was the one person that did not vote for Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year? Whoever that person was needs to be investigated, because they are basically saying that there's another rookie who had a better season than Caitlin Clark. If you didn't vote for Caitlin Clark, who did you vote for? And obviously it'll be one of the other 4 members of the All-Rookie First Team, like Rakia Jackson, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, or Leonie Fobich. So who was it? They voted for Angel Reese.
For Caitlin Clark herself, this has to be a bitter pill to swallow. She did everything right. She played at an elite level, broke records, and helped elevate the game of women's basketball. And yet, despite all that, she was still denied the unanimous vote. It's a moment that could have been career-defining, and instead, it feels like a missed opportunity for true recognition. Perhaps one of the most vocal groups in this situation is Caitlin Clark's fan base. Her supporters have been with her throughout her career, and they've witnessed firsthand the bias and unfair treatment she's received. For many of them, the Rookie of the Year vote was the last straw. They've seen her face bias on the court, in media coverage, and now in an official vote. The overwhelming consensus among her fans is that Caitlin Clark deserves better than this.
Number 7. So I'm like, cool, the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't even be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool, I can just hoop. So I don't know when like it started to just break out where I was just in Rookie of the Year conversations. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh my God.
In fact, some of her fans have even gone as far as to suggest that Caitlin Clark should leave the WNBA altogether and move to Europe. European basketball leagues are known for paying their players better and treating them more fairly. The idea is that Clark would be able to continue her career in Europe without having to deal with the biases and politics that seem to exist in the WNBA. For Clark's fans, the European leagues represent an opportunity for her to get the recognition she truly deserves, both in terms of her salary and her treatment as a player. Another aspect of Caitlin Clark's career that has drawn attention is her relationship with Nike. After she won the Rookie of the Year award, Nike finally acknowledged her achievement, but it felt like an afterthought. Adidas, on the other hand, had been promoting Caitlin Clark long before Nike decided to recognize her. For many fans, this delay from Nike was just another example of how Clark has been underappreciated by the very institutions that should be supporting her. Nike's ugly-ass shirt for Caitlin Clark's Rhodey Award got sold out in 50 minutes. What's particularly puzzling about Nike's reluctance to promote Caitlin Clark is that the numbers clearly show how popular she is. When Nike finally released her merchandise, it sold out within the first hour. That's not something that happens every day. It's a clear sign that Clark has a massive following and that people are willing to spend money on her products. So why has Nike been so slow to capitalize on that?
How do you miss an opportunity like that? How do you not capitalize? It doesn't make any sense at all.
One reason could be Nike's decision to focus on Aja Wilson as their primary advocate. Wilson is undoubtedly a great player, but many feel that Clark has a broader appeal and could sell more products. Nike's hesitation to promote Clark seems like a missed opportunity, and it's left fans wondering whether there's something more at play here. Her dominance was unmatched by any other rookie, and in many cases, by any other player in the league. She led the league in several statistical categories, including points, assists, and minutes played. Her ability to take over games and lead her team was evident from the very beginning of the season, and it only became more pronounced as the year went on. Clark's performance this season wasn't just good for a rookie, it was good for any player in the league.
Looking at Angel Reese and looking at Caitlin Clark is like going into your closet, finding your favorite pair of heels and finding your favorite pair of sneakers, and then being asked, which is the better shoe? Both shoes give you style in different ways. Both shoes give you comfort in different ways. Both shoes give you functionality in different ways.
The fact that she didn't receive a unanimous vote for Rookie of the Year feels like a slap in the face to everything she accomplished. It's not just about the numbers, although they speak for themselves. It's about the way Caitlin Clark played the game, the way she carried herself on and off the court, and the impact she had on her team and the league as a whole. For her to be denied unanimous recognition feels like an injustice, and it's one that her fans aren't going to forget anytime soon. The Rookie of the Year vote is just one example of the bias that Caitlin Clark has faced throughout her career. From the moment she entered the WNBA, there has been a sense that she's been held to a different standard than other players. Whether it's in the media coverage she receives, the way she's treated by officials during games, or the decisions made by league officials, Clark has faced obstacles that many believe are unfair.
I do not believe that anyone legitimately watched the two play and looked at the stat line and looked at the results of the team. Any metric you want to look at, improvement from the team from one year to the next with that player, stats, records broken, head-to-head, everything. There's not a single person who looked at that and said, I think Angel Reese is actually the rookie of the year.
This bias has been particularly evident in the way that Clark's success has been downplayed. Despite her record-breaking performances, there has been a reluctance to fully embrace her as the face of the league. This is puzzling, given the impact she's had on the WNBA. One of the most frustrating aspects of Caitlin Clark's treatment by the WNBA is that the league is missing out on a massive opportunity. Clark has the potential to be the face of the WNBA, to bring in new fans, and to elevate the game to new heights. Yet, the league has been slow to fully embrace her. Clark's influence on the WNBA is undeniable. Her games are must-watch events, and she has a dedicated fan base that follows her every move. When Clark plays, people tune in. She has the ability to bring in new audiences who might not have been interested in women's basketball before. And yet, despite this, the WNBA seems hesitant to fully capitalize on her star power. This is a missed opportunity, not just for Caitlin Clark, but for the league as a whole. By failing to fully support Clark, the WNBA is missing out on the chance to grow the game and reach new audiences.
Think about usage rate. Think about how much a player is directly impacting whatever happens on the court, good or bad. The usage rate statistic tells me how much is the player shouldering in terms of responsibility in an offense and attention from the defense at any given point in the game. Now, Clark had the highest usage rate of all rookies, with Angel Reese shortly behind her.
Perhaps the most vocal group in this entire situation has been Caitlin Clark's fans. They've watched as she's been denied the recognition she deserves time and time again, and the Rookie of the Year vote was the final straw. The frustration stems from the fact that there was no legitimate reason for Clark not to receive a unanimous vote. She was the best rookie in the league by a wide margin, and her performance throughout the season was unmatched. So when the news broke that one person had voted for Angel Reese, fans were left wondering what the motivation behind that vote was.
Somebody got to find out who did it, because I just want to know. I want to know the reason why, or what it is that made you vote for Angel Reese when all these other folks voted for Caitlin Clark.
There's no doubt that Caitlin Clark has the talent and the star power to succeed wherever she goes. Whether she chooses to stay in the WNBA, move to Europe, or explore other options, her future is full of possibilities. But one thing is clear: Caitlin Clark's fans will be with her every step of the way, supporting her no matter where her career takes her. The Rookie of the Year vote may have been a disappointment, but it's not the end of Caitlin Clark's story. In fact, it's just the beginning. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.